Alright gamers, let's go and talk about the games that are coming out in October, November, December, and maybe even later down the line, as some of these games may not have an official release date. So I wanted to give you guys kind of a channel update on what I plan to play, and maybe these are games you may have some interest in. As, well, I like action RPGs and shooters, this is going to be the main genre that I'm going to be focusing in on. So, the first thing I want to go over is Path of Exile 2. On November 15th, we are going to be finally getting the early access beta of this, and I think this is one of the games that has the chance to be one of the top tier action RPGs of all time. It's actually looking very, very good. Now, I just want to let you guys know, if you guys have not played Path of Exile 1, I highly recommend you guys to check out some videos, maybe my guides or someone else's guide, as Path of Exile is genuinely not a very beginner-friendly game, and while I'm okay with that, it is a game where I think a lot of people may not be knowing exactly what they're getting into with the complexity that this game involves, and it may overwhelm you, and you may have an easier time when you check out someone else's like guide or a video to kind of get your grasp on this game, because there's a lot of mechanics that are similar. And just as a heads up, Path of Exile 1 and Path of Exile 2 are going to be two separate games. They originally were going to be designed into kind of one game where you would have like the same end game, and that was the original design, but they have actually separated them. We're going to actually go through a bunch of different games here. The next one I want to talk about, and I'm just going to have some gameplay kind of playing around when I just go ahead and talk. This one actually comes out very soon. This is the brand new Dragon Age game. I'm going to keep it real. I really only liked the first Dragon Age. The second one, it got a little bit more interesting, and then the other one, Inquisition, I want to say I like the first Dragon Age, so we'll see where this one goes, but this is a game I got my eye on as well. It's another action RPG. Well, it's not an isometric one where you have like a bird's eye view. It definitely has some character customization. I'm interested to see if they have some sort of like multiplayer support, as it was a game where you could actually play with multiplayer, but it's not like a PvP oriented game, and the game definitely is more oriented around like a single player story driven game, and you're not going to be like killing like, you know, hundreds and thousands of monsters like Diablo, but it is the same sense where it is another action RPG. It's not necessarily turn-based, although like I usually like to play the whole game in real time, but you can kind of pause and decide what you want to do, and I'm sure there's going to be some cool combos. But this game actually comes out very soon. I believe this one is actually on the 20th. Oh, they didn't even tell us the date on this. I believe this one is on the 28th. Did they even say? Oh, it's the 31st now. Okay, so that's the date. 31st for Dragon Age. Now, this game, we have no release date. But I've been constantly getting a bunch of stuff as ads for this game, and it just says coming soon. I still don't know what the release date of this game is. Now, this is another action RPG. Now, Titan Quest has had previous games as well. Like, this is not the first Titan Quest game, although this one is called Titan Quest 2. They have technically had a lot of like expansions and stuff, but as far as Titan Quest goes, this is a real OG game. Now, the graphics of this game are very, very impressive. One thing that I want to say that this game can definitely improve upon is some of the animations. If you were to tell me this is a brand new Diablo expansion, I would have believed you. The graphics of this game actually look quite nice. They actually have a really cool system with modifying your abilities. And, I mean, again, look at those graphics. Tell me that that doesn't look exactly like Diablo 4. Again, like the way that the characters look, the art style. If you told me this was an Aryan D4, again, I would have never doubted it, but nonetheless, this is a game I got my radar on as well. Hopefully this will be another like really top tier action RPG. Now, this one's a little bit interesting. I actually have like the full like early access. I don't think you can download. Oh wait, okay, there's still the demo. I actually have the full demo of this one, and whoever made this game 100% played D4. I mean, I actually have like the full gameplay. Again, we're going to be uploading this very soon, and this comes out on November 6th, so this one's coming out pretty soon. But basically, you have these other classes. It's more on the lines of like Hades. It's more like a roguelike where you're gonna have to actually kind of learn, but there are different classes, and each of the turtles kind of represents another class. There's equipment to acquire, and a lot of this stuff, you'll notice it's very similar to Diablo. Like I said, whoever made this game 100% played D4, and that's fine. I don't mind if a game copies another thing, but this is another game that I got my eye on, and I've actually been a fan of the turtles from a long time ago when they had those like side-scroller games, so this will be kind of a nice refresher. Again, a lot of the mechanics, you'll just have to move out of the way. There's bosses, and it'll be kind of maybe a fun co-op game. Now, again, even though it's categorized under like action RPG over here and isometric, I thought this was going to be like a Diablo game. You do have equipment, but don't expect it to be, again, the same as like a Diablo-like game. Anyways, this next one is Marvel Rivals. This comes out in December, and it is kind of similar to Overwatch. Definitely not an action RPG, and there's no character progression in the game. It's basically just, again, a PvP oriented game. There's no PvE, there's no story, there's no action RPG, there's no loot with this game. This is just another game I'm really interested in playing. In fact, I've actually uploaded a lot of the gameplay from the previous ones. I'm actually working with them as a like official partnered content creator for this. We've hit top 500 in the game, and I like the game. It's cool. I can highly recommend this game, especially for casuals. You're gonna have a blast to play. If you're a fan of Overwatch and team-based games, this one will be a blast to actually play. And then we're definitely going to be playing Black Ops 6. This one actually comes out very, very soon. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen Call of Duty. I know it's a lot different, but I actually have been playing Call of Duty for a very long time. I usually am playing the competitive area of the game, but that's another game I got my radar on. As far as it goes, I'm definitely going to complete the campaign, and then we're going to go try to go at max rank if they have a rank system in the game. Now, this game is called Jotunnslayer Hordes of Hel. This one has no release date as well. But there is a demo that you can play, and what is really cool with this game, it actually has really good graphics. It is more oriented around like a bullet hell sort of game, like a Vampire Survivors esque game, but it looks really good, and I like some of the design decisions that they made with this game. It's going to be kind of a fun weekend game for me. I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't think it's going to be an 8-hour day everyday game, but honestly, I was very impressed with what I saw with the demo. And again, it's completely free. Again, none of this is sponsored, by the way. It's just so we get that out there. Now, this one over here is called Dragonkin. It's set to release in February. I'm going to show you guys that kind of like little trailer over here. Kind of fast forward it because they take forever in the cinematics. And for me, I'll be honest, if I'm looking at something, I just really want to see the gameplay for the game. But I don't know if I can reveal this, but I do have a source that says that this game is coming out earlier than what's on the Steam page. I don't know when it's coming out. It's another action RPG, and then they've been working on this game for quite some time, actually. But I'm going to go show you guys kind of the gameplay here, because this is what matters. So again, another action RPG. Well, that's kind of what I like to play on the channel. It's that and shooter sort of games. I'm hoping that we'll also get some sort of like sequel to Cyberpunk in the future. Where's that multiplayer? But yeah, I got another interest in this game. But if there's any other games that I missed out on that you guys think are really worth checking out, definitely let me know down below, because I want to treat my channel as more like a, you know, friendly approach, as in like, hey, yo, this game's coming out. This is a game that I could recommend, or if there's any games that you guys have some interest in, or you think that have some potential, let me know down below in the comment section below. And then also, I have some interest in checking out the new Assassin's Creed that was supposed to come out this year, but I guess that one got delayed. But there's another game actually that you guys are listening to the soundtrack of that I think is making a return. Strangely enough, if you go on Steam and you look up Guns the Duel, there is like a coming soon page on that, which is really interesting. This is a really, really old game. Like, I don't even remember what year Guns the Duel came out. But if they are bringing back Guns the Duel, I am all for it. It is a PvP-oriented game, nothing like this at all. But anyways, those are the games that I'm excited about. That's going to be a wrap the video. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know what you are excited to play if I've mentioned it or if I didn't mention it. But that's going to be it for the video. Subscribe if you're new and you want to see any of the gameplay from any of the games that we talked about, because it's going to be coming very, very soon. Anyways, take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.